Alright, so I did a little bit of training. I used a couple of rare candies on Nocha. She is now level 44. Everybody else is 41, 42, 40, 42, 42. So it's decently even in levels, like, variance of, like, 4. I'm gonna lead off with Aragog, and you'll see why in a minute. I did fail at this battle, the first time, and I will leave some of the more interesting parts in at the end as highlights or something like that. So let's do this! Yes, don't be hasty, look at the state of my Pokemon. Are you gonna hail me? So did I use that ether on Spirit Shackle? I know it's just for nothing while I was training. Thanks. Anyway, so let's see. Hapu and Tapu and... oh god, these names. Anyway, so we're gonna be fighting the person who looks like a Mudbray somewhat. Island Kahuna Hapu. And Hapu is gonna lead off with Dugtrio. And the Alolan Dugtrio, as it turns out, is Ground Steel, as I learned by the Let's Guess What Type This Thing Is game. And Alolan Dugtrio has Earthquake, which is painful. Except, you apparently prefer to not use Earthquake on Vikavolt for whatever reason. And Earthquake, while it can do extra damage to people who are underground, I have not seen you use it on me yet. And let's see if it stays that way. You're gonna withdraw! Alright, so you're going to demonstrate a little bit of strategy. Interesting, and Flygon's Levitate is going to cause that to not affect me. So this makes things a little bit more challenging. Let's go and switch out into somebody. Who do I want to switch out into? I know you're faster than Amazonian because I've already tried poisoning you, and unfortunately that didn't really work because Flygon outsped me and killed me because I'm 4 times weak to ground. So instead, I don't want to waste Noches right now. Instead, let's go use Grey Lady. Because Grey Lady is also immune to ground. And I suspect that you might be trying to use either Dragon Breath, which wouldn't do very much damage because of how much HP I have. Alright, so you're going to do that. My second guess was going to be Earthquake, which wouldn't have done very much damage because of my typing. That's a 3-hit KO though, which is pretty nice. I can go and use Shadow Ball. I can stay and spam Calm Mind and see how much damage I can do. But I'd rather not. Let's see, you're going to use Dragon Breath again. And... alright, so we're in Hyper Potion range right now, but first, we're going to be seeing how much damage... okay, so that lowered your special defense. I'm going to be buffeted by the Sandstorm, which is aggravating, but it's not the end of the world. So I have a Max Potion, I have a Hyper Potion, which will be 120 points of HP, which, you know, let's go and use a Max Potion. I have 3 of them. I'm out of Hyper Potion range, because Hyper Potions got nerfed in this generation, apparently. So I'm just going to be going and using a Max Potion. I did not stock up on those, so I'll have to be careful with my use of them. I'll also have to hope that, I don't get paralyzed. I can't spam the items, I can play the item spam game if I have to as well, although I'm really hoping that I don't have to. You're going to use Dragon Breath. Yay. You know what? Oh, come on, there's a paralysis. You know what? I'm attacking through paralysis, that's pretty nice. Let's play the... oh, cool, that did take it down. I was envisioning it just barely not KOing it. I was going to suggest playing with Calm Mind, the move, except it looks like I don't have to now. So you're going to send in Dugtrio. And this time around, let's do a take 2 on this. I'm going to be using Dig, which should do a little more than half damage to this thing if I'm recalling from the last time I tried fighting you. Alolan Dugtrio, level 47. Let's see. So you're going to use Sucker Punch, which is going to suck, although... Sucker Punch sucked. Although it didn't do all that much damage, it was less than half, which is good. You are going to use Sucker Punch again, I'm going to guess? You're going to summon a Sandstorm. Alright. I can tolerate that. I'd rather not, I guess, because I'm going to be taking residual damage from it, but... yeah, that did a little bit more than half. I'm going to be taking some damage from Sandstorm, going just below half my HP. You can use Sucker Punch again. Alright, I'm not sure why it's not using Earthquake. And I'm going to be borrowing Underground. And on the next turn, Alolan Dugtrio is going to be dead, which is nice that it was this easy. Because Alolan Dugtrio kind of did a lot of damage to me the first time I tried fighting you, and by that I mean it took down like 4 of my Pokemon before I was able to figure out what to do with it. Anyway, almost to level 41 there with Aragog. And you're going to send in Mudsdale. Let's not stand on Mudsdale. I kind of want to stay in for the experience, But I'm gonna switch out into Noches, because Noches has Leaf Blade with a high critical hit ratio, and it should be strong enough that it doesn't really mind the stamina ability that you have that raises your defense every time you take a hit. Let's see, what are your actual stats look like? Okay, so I have 117 physical attack, which is very good. So let's stay in. Let's go and use a Leaf Blade. And I'm faster, which is a little surprising because I thought Mudsdale was a kind of fast Pokemon. Your defense is going up. And I think you're going to use Heavy Slam. I think that's a Steel-type move, isn't it? Ooh, God, that hurt. I think I'll be able to take you down with another Leaf Blade. If it scores a critical hit, that'll be nice. But, as always, you're not really supposed to count on critical hits, and apparently it didn't matter. Mudsdale went down. Thank you very much. That is 3 of your Pokemon. A couple levels have really made quite a difference in terms of, ooh, Gastrodon, this ought to be easy. I shouldn't say that too loudly. But a couple levels on the Pokemon has made quite a difference in how difficult this fight is. Alright, Leaf Blade. I guess knowing your strategies and knowing what you do has also helped. But that Leaf Blade has took Gastrodon down several times over. Probably not. And gained experience and defeated Hapu. Yes, rocking me to my core. That would be funny if you were a rock type specialist, but you are not. That was Olivia. And you are a ground type. It is similar. Rocks are really just compacted ground, but oh ho, that was enjoyable. Yeah. Alright, how's it now? Yeah, you didn't even use a ground type Z move on me. I'll have to remember to leave that in on the highlights because that is something that you did do. The first time I tried fighting you. Anyway, we've got the ground EMZ. That's a horrible name. I really hope they have a better name for it than the ground EMZ. Do they? The pose. Oh yes, this is a thing. Hiya! Mudbray thought that was funny. Or it's Mudsdale. I've been calling it Mudbray for like the entire game. It's really Mudsdale. Anyway, phew. Do you think so, huh? Oh, I'm glad you think so. Alright, the altar. Is this gonna be where I fight I believe I called you Solascrew earlier, which is close enough. I got the first couple letters right. Right? Mudbray agrees. Mudsdale! Mudbray, whatever. Same thing. I was calling my Charjabug Vikavolt for like 80% of this playthrough, so. Alright, I can go in here. Have I been healed? Did she heal my Pokemon? You did not heal my Pokemon, although nobody has fainted, which is pretty cool. Alright, let me manually do this, because I have a feeling I'll be needing it. Alright, so I have returned. I have blown all of my money on healing items, as usual, and then this time I went and sold all of my, like, nuggets and star pieces and stuff, so I made about twice as much money as I had in the first place. Yeah, I'm gonna try and not waste that all on healing items, though. Maybe I'll use it on TMs later in the aftergame, I don't know. Anyway, yes, it did go well. We kicked a bunch of people's butts, gained a bunch of levels, evolved a Pokemon, did, you know, the usual. So, people cannot survive on their own. Yes, that's the theory behind civilization. The noun, not the game. Alright, so, Mudbray is appreciating that statement, I guess. Oh, are we gonna battle? Are you the trial captain of this area? No, you're the kahuna. This is your grand trial. Wait a minute, so am I done with trials? Because I didn't fight any trials on this island yet. I know this is the smallest island, but still. Let's do this! Come on, let's do this. Alright, the Z-Ring of Urine. Which one am I missing, by the way? I don't believe I've ever gotten the bug one from Guzma. I think I still have to do that one. I don't know what Z-Crystal I'm missing. I haven't been keeping track of them or anything. Anyway, would it be unfair to say that you look like a Mudbray? I know that a lot of times characters are designed to, like, fit their roles in the story, like the Mudbray trainer and whatever, but this is something else. Also, I love the amount of detail in those rocks in the background. Because things in this game, even though they're just background elements, a lot of things in this game have a lot of detail paid attention to them. So, let's go and use a Noches here. I do resist ground. It's not quite as good as being immune to ground, but it's better than taking 4 times damage from it. Let's see, so you're gonna use Earthquake, and that may still sting because you're 8 levels stronger than I am. Alright, good. That did less than half. Spirit Shackle. It only says Grass Knot's effective. It doesn't say it's super effective. Alright, let's use Spirit Shackle, because that's the best I can do. Are you ground... Are you ground steel? You might be ground steel. Because Ironhead. I mean, I know the hair is impressive. I know you... Yeah. It's like, hair. But, okay, so it looks like you are ground steel. Because Ironhead. Let's go straight out punching. Let's see, so you're gonna use Earthquake again. I'm probably not gonna take that quite as well as the other thing did. Yeah. That sucked. Alright. Do I have Levitate for the ability? Doesn't say what my ability is on the screen. Okay, so I do have Levitate for the ability. I'm going to not be taking an Earthquake, and Ironhead is going to be doing almost as much damage though. It's going to be about 20% weaker, and that still could be scary, but I'm just going to go and throw off an Earthquake of my own. Yeah. Okay, so 20% weaker meant nothing. Well, you just decimated half my team without me even doing anything. Level 47 though, god. Shadow Ball is a neutral hit. Okay, so you're gonna use Sandstorm. Unfortunately, I'm not imagining that you're gonna be slower than a Salazzle. So I'm not gonna like try and poison you, even though I can poison steel types. You just went and threw off a Sandstorm, which was basically a wasted turn. Sucker Punch. Please no. I said please. I could try and just kill you with Aftermath. I guess that's a valid strategy. Aragog? Dig? I don't know if you're actually ground type or if you're just steel. Thunderball has no effect, so you are actual ground type. Alright, I'm gonna use Dig. You're gonna use a Hyper Potion. All that for nothing. You know what I just realized? Earthquake does double damage to people who are underground. Or you can just use Sucker Punch, that's fine too. I guess the AI doesn't take that into consideration. That was a 2-hit KO, which is pretty good. Just use Sucker Punch again. I should survive one, and you're gonna use Sucker Punch, thank you. Oh yeah, survive that one, just don't use Earthquake. Do Sucker Punch again, do Sucker Punch again, do Sucker Punch again, or Ironhead, I don't care. Or Sandstorm, conjure another Sandstorm, conjure another Sandstorm, conjure another Sandstorm. I'm talking very fast. Yes, you didn't use Earthquake. Thank you very much. So, Vickervilt's debut battle. It's going very nicely, if I do say so myself. Amazonian grew to level 41. Mudsdale's coming on in. Well now. Well now. I could poison you, because I'm probably going to be able to outspeed a Mudsdale. I don't imagine that I'm going to be able to do very much else with Amazonian in this battle, though, so we're just going to be going and pretty much revive spamming people after this, I think. Toxic. I did get the level, which is pretty nice. I'm going to go and use Toxic. And I am faster, and you're probably going to... You could use pretty much anything and take me down, or you could go completely, like, 5 times one-hit KO overkill and go and use a Mud Z move. Tectonic Rage. Have I seen this before? I probably haven't seen this before. I'm getting squashed through the ground. I got squashed into the inner mantle. Did you see how fast that HP bar scrolled? I know it probably wasn't all that much faster than the normal rate of HP bar scrolling for one-hit KOs, but... Alright, that probably could have taken like 7 or 8 of those guys down at once. Aragog, the good news is that you can't use another Z move in this battle. Yeah. So we're going to be going and using a revive, which I have 11 of now. And we're going to be going and reviving Noches, because Noches is part grass. You're going to use a full heal and get rid of that poison. That is upsetting. Okay, I can apply it again. Sorry for item spamming, guys, but you have an 8 level advantage. I think this is justified. Are you really doing that little damage to me? Nice. Is that the best you can do? I guess X's is going to be the most effective. Because same type of attack bonus. Crunch can lower your defense, though. Let's see what this does. Alright, that was a critical hit. That increased your defense! Perfect! I forgot you had that ability. Alright, well, it's time to go back to revive spamming people. Double kick is not going to be it's not going to be that effective on me. Unfortunately, Aragog, I hate to tell you this, but you're just going to be, pretty much sacked off here. You did a very big help. You were a very big help, I should say, earlier, when you went and took down the Alolan Dug Trio, though. Because, man, that thing could have been dangerous. Anyway, so Aragog is going down. And it's not very effective, but it doesn't matter. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to see this thing's type. Is this still Bug Electric? This is still Bug Electric. Why did it say Double Kick wasn't very effective then? Is Double Kick fighting? I thought Double Kick was a normal move. Alright, anyway. So, I think a Grass Knot will be the most damage that I can do to this in one try. Because it did inadvertently raise your defense by hitting you with X-Scissor. And you look like a physical tank anyway, and not so sure about how you are from the special side. Mudstail went down. Excellent. I gained 2,000 experience, which is quite a lot. Noches grew to level 40. And Noches grew part of the way to level 41 as well. You're gonna send in Flygon. I guess I'll stay in. Unfortunately, maybe I could have poisoned you also. Spirit Shackle will be the best that I can do. You're gonna use Dragon Breath, which has a chance to paralyze me. Oh wow, that didn't do it. Aside from paralyzing me, that's a 3-hit KO. Maybe a 4-hit KO, depending on the damage rolls and critical hits and what have you. Let's see. Oh wow. Well, you can no longer escape, which kind of doesn't matter. Let's go and do a Spirit Shackle. And you can use Dragon Breath again, and this is... We're doing about the same amount of damage to each other. Okay, so that is a 3-hit KO. After this, I'll try using a Sucker Punch, see if 1, I can actually hit with a Sucker Punch, and 2, if it'll be strong enough to KO. I doubt it'll be strong enough to KO. I have survived the paralysis. Yeah, I didn't think so. I have survived the paralysis 3 turns in a row here, which is good. Noches went down, and Amazonian's pretty fast, right? Yeah, you have 115 speed, which is decently fast. At level 100 plus effort values, that's a good, like, probably 320, 330 points of speed. So I'm gonna use Dragon Rage, assuming I'm faster, because you're faster than me? What is this nonsense? Well, I haven't done that for a while.